You can do chest to bar pull-ups 3 ways, but unfortunately that doesn't mean that all 3 are good. In this video, I'm going to tell you what you need for the perfect execution. Before we dive in, let's see the 3 executions. This is the first one, the second, and the third one. As you see, all 3 had full range of motion, but I guess you will be the happiest with the third one. We'll check what you need for that in just a bit. Your pull-ups mainly depend on your core strength, scapular stability, your technique, and of course, your pulling strength. The harmony of these will give you the perfect execution. This is why we call even the basics as compound exercises, because they consist of small parts that you need to pay attention to. I've already made videos about grip strength, scapular stability, the transfer effects of the inverted rows that you need to work on for the pull-ups. The best is if you do that by a well-structured system, a plan that if you need, you can find one on the link below. Today, I want to talk about an underrated component of the pull-up, core strength. The need to talk about this was born in the gymnastics method community by analyzing our members' pull-ups, so I decided to make a video about it and give the opportunity for everyone to learn from these cases. The chest to bar pull-up is a highly desirable exercise. Many people want to master it, so they try everything to do successful reps. Thanks to these aspirations, we can see the executions I showed you earlier in the video. The first case is when the legs move forward, the second is when there is an arch in the pull-up, and the third one is when the body is straight and stays neutral. This will be the goal. The range of motion is there in all 3, but in the first 2 with compensations. Whether the legs move forward or you arch your back, it means the lack of the proper neuromuscular connection or strength of your core. To put it simple, you can't contract your muscles in the right position properly, so you need to compensate. Core stability means that you can move your limbs without your spine and/or hips doing a compensational movement. In terms of pull-ups, it means that your body stays straight and neutral. There is no kipping, piking, or arching. Let's see the first case. If your legs move forward, it means that your core is not contracted, not engaged enough, or weak in the proper position, so the small leg raise activates it more and helps the movement. This is the reason why you can pull higher in an L-sit pull-up, because the core is more engaged. That helps you pull more. If you're on that level and you tried it, you know what I'm talking about. The second case is a bit better, and I usually try to push people to do this rather than the first one. Here, the deep back muscles and glutes contraction are dominant. That's why it looks arched or leaned back. So in this case, people compensate contracting the posterior chain muscles more, helping the pulling movement. In my opinion, this is definitely a better solution compared to the first one, since this one can't transfer to kipping or swinging, but you can have the pulling motion more naturally. But the best will be to keep your body straight and neutral, doing the pull-ups seamlessly. To do that, you need good neuromuscular connection, activation, and strength, plus, of course, you need all the other components of the pull-up. How can you achieve that? By building your core strength from scratch properly and doing all the preparations for the pull-ups, which most people skip. In the shown execution, proper core activation and strength is definitely a missing link, same as the scapular stability or progressions can be that I talked about earlier. This is why I always emphasize the importance of joint preparation exercises, because if you miss them, you will face its shortcomings in exercises like the pull-up. In terms of the perfect pull-up, the right order is the following. Proper joint preparation program that includes mobilizations and stabilizations for all major joints, especially the scapulas and core. Building pulling strength, starting with inverted rows, which if done properly, will guarantee a few chest to bar pull-ups right away. Gradual progression of the chest to bar pull-up, including the activation exercises and progressions. If you miss any of these, you will create potential missing links. Follow a tested and proven system, and even if you have experience, take your time on the joint preparations. For most of my students, that only thing filled the gaps and took their progress to a whole new level, pain and injury-free. If you want to get started with that process and you want to improve the fastest way possible, click the link below, join the community today where we discuss all these small details. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And if you haven't watched my video on how to build proper core strength, or you want to get started with a free gymnast core workout program, click the video or the playlist on the screen now.